top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter.
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Might as well give it to him again. Shakes off the defender.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Lopez wants to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. The 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lopez to pass. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Finds his man. It's going.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it behind the line. It's Ncaa. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Unloads quickly. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
North Carolina, 0.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Lopez wants to fire. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And the Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Lopez to pass. Got his man. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulls and fires complete. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The screen. He's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Lopez wants to fire. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running it to the right. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. The screen, and watch out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Keeps looking downfield. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not getting near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. Man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
14.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Pulls and fired complete. At the 45 on his way. change. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He caught it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a third and goal. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Looking for the score. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
35, North Carolina, 14.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Slithers into space. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Try to get it to the edge. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the Sticks here on third down. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaa. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pulls and fires complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
42 Spider.
They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Coleman. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. first snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Lopez to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
North Carolina, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Baker. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
He's looking deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trapped in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0.